Thank you everyone for joining us today for the welcome event. I'm here today with, actually let me start present myself, right? My name is Rafael Tamashiro. I'm from Brazil and I'm the X-Culture Academy coordinator. Nice to meet you. And I have here Vas Taras and Dr. Leyland Baumanes. So they're going to introduce themselves and tell a little bit about them.
Dr. B, do you want to go first?
Sure. Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Leilani Baumanes. Everybody calls me Dr. B. I am actually the program director of Academy and Professionals for X-Culture. And I also lead the Global Business Week that we host in the summertime. And it's a pleasure to have all of you guys join us today for X-Culture Academy and X-Culture Professionals.
Hi, everyone. I'm Vas Taras. I'm primarily responsible for the university track of this program. Dr. B will be your immediate supervisor or guide or friend and mentor. So, but yes, we're just a few days from the start of the program. Exciting times. You are about to embark on a journey that you probably have not taken before. So you will have a few weeks of theoretical training that will hopefully serve you throughout your career, the technical skills you will learn, the international business skills you will learn. But then you will have a nice practical phase during which I hope you will meet friends all around the world and learn the challenges and best practices of international collaboration firsthand. And so as Rafael will be telling you, there will be a lot of fun things as well. So there will be a lot of work, but there will be a lot of fun things too. And so every time we start a new round of X-Culture, I feel somewhat emotional and somewhat even envious of you because you started this new journey for the first time. And I guess there is no other first time. So good for you and good luck.
Thank Dr. B, thank you, Dr. Vas. So let me start the presentation here. So can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so for the agenda, we have the welcome part, we just did, right? We have an icebreaker, coach's presentation, next X-Culture Academy events that we have throughout the semester, just a little game to start your minds up. And then we will talk about the next steps of X-Culture, okay? It will be done by Dr. Vas. So without further ado, let's start. So welcome here as we presented ourselves, Dr. Vas as the founder and director, Dr. Leyland Baumanes, the director of Academy and the Global Business Week, and I'm the X-Culture Academy coordinator, okay? So to start everything up, we will have an icebreaker done by one of the admins and coaches, Tejas and Eva. Are you guys there?
Yeah. Hi, can you see me?
Yes.
And hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Hi.
So could you just allow me to share my screen? That would be really, really helpful.
Yes.
Hey, you guys need to introduce yourselves and where you're from.
Yes.
Of course, yes. My name is Tejas Chakrabarti. I am an admin with X-Culture Academy. I'm from India and I'm 16 years old. And Eva, go ahead.
My name is Eva van Ka. I'm 16 and I'm from Belgium. And yeah, I'm a coach and I was also a coach last semester.
And with that, let us begin with our activity. So this is a very simple one. We're just going to ask you some very fun, interesting, lighthearted questions. And we're just going to like sort of ask you to take part in them and just have fun. So I'm just going to share a link in the chat. So please get your devices ready. I'll just like sort of share the link right now. Yeah. Okay, and you can see the link. Wait, Rafael, can you allow me to like send messages to all members of the webinar?
Okay, wait a minute.
Teachers, are you going to share your screen?
Yes, I'm going to share my
Okay,
screen.
great.
So then I'll also like put it up here. So this is the activity. So you can go to joinmyquiz.com and you can
Can I
enter this-
participate too, or is it only for students?
You can participate too. It's fun. It's just engaging.
Every time I try to break into top 5 and somehow never succeed, so I'll try again this time.
Yeah, you can try. Oh wait, Rafael, instead I can just send you the link, and if you can just post it to everyone in that
Okay.
case.
You cannot send yet.
Yeah, I can't send. So you can also go to joinmyquiz.com and enter this code 452539. That's 452539. Or you can just click on this link over here.
All right, I'm in, and I see we have a few people who already joined as well.
Oh, wow. Guys, all of you should join as quickly as possible. It's going to be really, really fun. And I promise you that we're going to have tons and tons of like engagement. So it's really going to be an opportunity to hear from you all. And it's going to be really, really interesting. So-
Any special prizes?
No special prizes as of now, but we will definitely keep you in mind throughout the semester.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
right,
gonna
so-
win anyway.
So we have 74 participants. Let's at least try to get 50 of y'all in this. Okay, 50 might be too much. We have only 37. Guys, come on, we'll wait for a few more minutes and then we'll begin. It's gonna be very short, very fast, very quick game. Also note that if you are facing any Wi-Fi issues or difficulties, the room is going to be unlocked. So like even if I start the game, you will still be able to join in. We just need one more. Come on, let's hit the 50 mark. Okay, perfect.
Oh.
That's good. All right. So wait, what is happening?
It's saying go.
What?
Okay,
It just started.
never have I ever
tried
read a
it.
book of over 300
yes, yeah.
pages in one day.
So okay, no. Would you so would you rather only have the chance to meet your favorite celebrity for 2 minutes or meet someone you find cool for an entire day? What do you think about that, guys? You can also put in your answers in the chat section and we'd love to hear from you.
We seem to see a different set of questions. Am I doing-
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
because we
scrambled.
have all the questions together. So we're going to see all of the answers towards the end.
Okay, so
Okay.
just
So we
Just
just go ahead and
answer?
answer them?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and like for those of you in the chat, you can sort of like answer the questions in the chat as well. The second question is, would you rather never age mentally or physically? So Ava, what would your answer be for this question?
I would
okay.
say, actually, if it's physically, you won't die because your cells won't
Yeah, true.
age. So
True.
I
And
don't know.
that is bad. Why?
I would say maybe physically, so I would know what's gonna happen in the future.
Okay.
what is
This is-
mass bunked? Wait, Tejas, what is mass bunked a class?
I think
Okay,
that's
mass
like when
bunk
the whole
is the
class
next
leaves the-
question. Yeah, so like if you like sort of like try to like avoid joining an event or a class like as a group, like you just avoid it in its entirety. So yeah,
What is mental aging? So that's like becoming wiser and wiser.
becoming wiser, becoming more mature. It's all
So,
of
Yeah,
that.
so
yeah.
you give us a
Mass-
choice of becoming
mass-
more wise and
No. We want to physically stay young and mentally age because
That's
you
precisely what I thought, and they seem to give you the opposite choice.
because once you're at this age, you don't want to go back.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a lot of people who are participating very actively. We have an entire leaderboard. So guys, participate as much as you can. We have our coaches topping the list right now, but we also have other kids. So we have, I'm not going to pronounce your name, but yeah, like feel free to write in the chat if you see your name up here. So we have a lot of kids over here who are like actively partaking in the activity. So that's really cool to see.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
Yeah, Tejas,
Okay.
I want to learn how to do this, so you're going to have to stay after and teach me.
Of course. All right. So we have like, I think a little bit remaining, or are we done mainly? I think we are mainly done.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think you're
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Okay, so let us end and let us see what we come up
So you
with.
want to show us like the statistics for the
Yes.
whole group?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
so that's the
fantastic.
summary. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. So let's go question by question. So wait, 1 second. Let's review the questions. So a lot of y'all said that you want to meet your favorite celeb, and like 38 of y'all rather said someone cool. So I mean, I do agree with you guys because 2 minutes with
I
any
do too.
celebrity is just too like boring. Okay,
Dr. B,
31
what
players.
celebrity did you want to meet?
I don't. I'd rather meet somebody for long term.
Uh-huh,
I'd rather
okay.
meet a cool person and spend the whole day with that person.
How about you, Tejas? Who's your favorite celebrity?
I mean, I'd probably say a footballer, probably like Messi or someone like that. So I'd probably choose the celeb myself. So
Uh-huh.
yeah. So 31 of you all said that you would rather never age physically. I mean, fair enough. That makes sense. Like you would want to become wiser, but also still retain like all of your physical traits.
Yeah.
35
Well,
players.
there's-
said-
wait, Tejas, there is this concept among older people, right? That we say that youth is wasted on the young.
That's true. That is very true.
Youth is
That's
wasted
very
on the
true.
young.
That is very true. All right. So 35 of you all have said that you've never bunked a class. Okay, I have personally, and so the 20 of us are like very, very exclusive, but that's very cool to see that we have many diligent students. And 29 of you all said that you won't be able to read a 300-page book in a day. All right, so we don't have a lot of bookworms this time around. That's sad, but I personally have. I think Ava, you have. That's why you made this question.
Yes.
It's
300
Voss
pages?
Dr. Voss does that every week.
Well, I listen. So I listen, and I'm not sure how many pages the book has. So I've had a bunch of books that I would listen in one day. But
Mhm.
read, like sit down and actually read the pages. I haven't done that for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
When we grade projects and papers, how many pages do you
Yeah,
think we
that's a
read
good
in a
question.
day?
Although, yes, I do listen to one usually, or sometimes often 2 books a day, I mean, a week. So listening, and so I'm not sure how many pages that would be, like 8 to 12 hours books per week. So maybe, but not in a day anyway, most of the time.
I know an X-Culture project is 30 pages, and I have read 20 at one time before, so.
Yeah,
A lot.
I'm not sure if they qualify as books.
It is in my.
And finally, we have 35 of you all said that like you have been in these kinds of awkward interactive sessions before. And I do agree with you all because this is like very common. This happens to all of us. So with that, we conclude this fun icebreaker event. I hope you guys enjoyed this like really rapid session. And with that, I'll pass it on back to Rafael. You can continue.
Can I take one more second and ask people to put in comments, since you talked about mental age, I want to put ask people to put in comments the celebrities they want to meet. I just want to see how different they would be from my preferences. So if you guys can go to.
Yeah, and sign it with your country and what time it is in your.
Oh yeah, if you can maybe also put your country, yes, and your favorite celebrity. I'm just, first we will know then what countries we have participants from, but also I'm curious to see what kind of celebrities people have. And I'm a little surprised that we don't really seem to have, are the comments open to the public?
I think so. Can you
Yeah, I
guys-
see people put something in Q&A, but I don't see a single comment in the. No,
Yeah, no,
they
there
just
they
took some
are.
time. Okay. So Donald Trump, somebody from India, very good. Virat Kohli, 9 p.m. in Mongolia, very nice to meet you. And what's your favorite celebrity? So Emma Watson, so very good. Indonesia, 8 p.m. Elon Musk, Netherlands, Taylor Swift, Arban from India, Princess Diana from Armenia, Putin, India. Actually, you know what? That's the celebrity I want to meet. I think 2 minutes should be enough if they allow me. So
Also, I
Charlie
just say
Puth-
guys refrain from like political like choices right now. Yeah, we don't want to get into that.
That's okay. That's okay.
No conversation.
Zoe Deutsch from Kenya.
Boss,
Armenia.
can I guess your celebrity? I think you would want to spend probably all day with Elon Musk, wouldn't you?
I don't know. I mean, yeah. Jackie Chan used to be. Barack Obama, someone from Germany. Neymar from Brazil. So yeah, what scares me that I don't know half of these names. Do you, Dr. B?
Rihanna, I know Rihanna.
Singapore, Elon Musk. So Tunisia.
We have a lot of football fans. We have a lot of football fans.
Warren
Warren
Buffett from
Buffett, yeah.
Tunisia,
Turkmenistan, yeah.
Lana or Iana, Lana Del Rey. Yeah, there must be some sort of singers or something because I don't keep
Yes,
up
it
yet.
is. She's a singer.
Kim Jong-son, very good. Okay. Yeah,
Raphael,
so
are we on your schedule?
Marsh Khan, Bangladesh. Okay, well,
Sort of.
so we have quite a few countries. So we have Rihanna from Guyana.
Diana, yeah.
Yeah, Guyana. Ronaldo. Okay, well, that one I know.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we have
Everybody
someone from
loves Messi.
Turkmenistan who wants to meet Warren Buffett. By the way, Warren Buffett is relatively easy to meet. So he organizes every fall like a gathering in Omaha, Nebraska, and apparently it's more or less open to everyone. So I know our students are going all the time there. So I'm not sure if you need to go through some security or not, but it seems like he's very approachable. Billie Eilish, Uzbekistan, very nice. Canada, Beyonce. So very nice, yeah. Nepal. So we have a lot of countries here too. Very nice. Okay, Raphael, sorry I
Okay.
took the time. I just
Let's
wanted
go
to
back,
see if
get back on schedule.
No, we are
Yeah,
still on
let's get
time.
back
No
on
worries.
schedule.
We are still on time. No worries. Okay, let me share my screen here. Oh, we have Beyonce.
and thank you all those people because I see we have quite a few people who are close at midnight. And so they're here with us. Very nice to meet you. Peru also, as I see, it's another country. And it's only 8 a.m. So thank you for waking up. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you guys for sharing your celebrities. So let me continue here. Okay. Oh, also, if you guys have any questions, feel free to type in the Q&A session or in the chat, okay? The admin team will and the coach team will help us to answer the questions, okay? So the coaching program. The coaching program are coaches that are former ex-culture students, okay? They're going to be there for you throughout the semester, but keep in mind that they also have schools, jobs, and those kind of things, and they do ex-culture as a volunteer, okay? So keep in mind that they're going to be there for you, but they also have other commitments, okay? So they're going to help you with to solve conflicts, to guide you what are the next steps, what you're going to do this next week, and those kind of things, okay? So feel free to read them now for any question that you may have throughout this semester. So now I'm going to present you the coaching team, the admins, the coaching managers, and the lead coaches. And maybe Tejas, can you introduce yourself again, Emily and Leon as well? Are you guys there?
Yep.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Leon Masper. I am 18 years old and I am from South Africa. And I have been in X-Culture since 2019, and I am currently the X-Culture Academy coaching coordinator. Yeah, I all hope you have an amazing semester with us, and I can't wait to get to know you all.
Hi everyone, my name is Tejas Chakrabarti. I am 16. I'm from India. I've been with X-Culture since 2019 as well, and it's been a wonderful journey, and I can't wait to see how this experience is going to be for all of y'all. I'm going to be there to help you guys along with the rest of the coaching and admin team. And yeah, I wish you all the best of luck for the coming weeks. So best of luck, guys.
Hi, my name's Emily Hall. I first participated in X-Culture back in 2018, and I went to the Global Symposium in 2019. And I'm part of the Academy admin team, and I am really excited to get to work with all of you. I'm from the US, and yeah.
Thank you guys. Okay. So next we have the coaching team. We have a lot of students from all over the world. I will just present you a couple, okay? So we have Vedant from India, Luisa from the Netherlands, Beatrix from Romania. They are the coaching managers. They will also help Leon to manage all the coaches, okay? Then we have Ania from the Philippines, Kevin from Indonesia, Ishika, also from India, Julia from Germany, Yusuf from Singapore, Eva from Belgium that you already met, and Malaika from Pakistan. And here are a couple of returning coaches. So they have done the coaching program more than one time. So we have also from India, Aditya, Syed, Rabia from Pakistan, Adriana from Puerto Rico, Lisa from Kenya, Valerie from Indonesia, Satya also from India, and Leah actually from USA, not Germany. I put the wrong flag here. Now I will talk about the X-Culture Academy events that we have throughout this semester, okay? They all optional, so you can join if you want, but if you don't, feel free to skip. But we highly recommend you to join because we have very fun activities, and it's a way that you can learn about other cultures and other people, okay? So we have the cooking class that if you want, you can host one in the practical phase, okay? We will send you a form to fill in if you want to participate and host a cooking class. Also for virtual tour, if you want to show your favorite place in your country or your school or something like that, okay? We are open to that. Next, we have the Gincana. That's going to be a lot of some challenge that you're going to do in group. It will be done in the theoretical phase and it will be led by Tejas. Along the week, he will talk a little bit about it, okay? We also have the art event. That's a showcase for all your art. You can post poems and maybe songs, lyrics, and also paintings that you may have in our Discord channel, okay? Then we will select and do an art event with all the art that was shared there. And also have social media platforms that you can meet new people, interact, and start to meet your future colleagues and that you're going to be in the groups for the practical phase, okay? Tejas, can you? Sure.
Raphael, just to reiterate this, that X-Culture Academy and professionals right now are intertwined and intermingled. And if you are here as a professional, you are also welcome to attend and participate in these events. There are other events for professionals that are more age appropriate, some things that are not age appropriate for Academy. But for professionals who are currently registered with us, you can participate in all Academy events as well as all professional events.
Thank you, Dr. B. That's correct. Okay. Next. Oh,
if I may just add one thing to this. So as part of your main program, so that you will be doing as sort of mandatory, will be webinars with the client companies. So we will have, it looks like about 8 companies this semester, each one from a different country, each one representing a different industry. And so they will be organized next week, pretty much all of them. And so you're welcome to attend those. We will send you the links, and then we will have a next round, another round in October. And again, you're welcome to attend all of those. And so your teams, once you're in a team, will choose one client. But I strongly encourage you to attend all of the webinars because it's interesting. You know, you will meet the company founders or managers or CEOs. You will learn about different industries, products, business models. So again, that is not required, but it would be probably more sort of career-oriented, practice-oriented, and you can learn a lot from these webinars. You will be able to ask questions. So even if it's not your client, you can still attend, and I encourage you to do so.
Right. And for professionals, we highly recommend that you attend all of those, because as a professional, that's what you're here for, to learn about other companies from different countries and different industries. So again, you know, you're not required to do them, but for professionals, we highly, highly recommend it because it is a part of your, you know, evolution as an X-Culture professional graduate.
Thank you, Dr. B, Dr. Vas. Okay, And here I wish I can share you by the end of this event, the links to Discord and also Telegram, okay? Telegram will be usually used mostly for advertise and reminders of the weekly activities. And I would use Discord more to interact with people, okay? So if you guys want to have some fun, join Discord. Okay. So now we will have a little game done by our coaches, okay?
Okay, so it's not going to be on Kahoot. It's going to be on it's going to be on a different platform, the same one that we were using so far. So again, I'll just share my screen very quickly, and you will be able to see it right now. So this game is going to be a very fun, interactive game when kids will be able to sort of understand what are the various activities we take that are a part of X culture, how we organize them, what are the various fun elements. So I'm just going to add the link to the chat. Also, Raphael, could you just make Kevin like a panelist? So you can begin joining in using the link in the chat. I'll just share my screen. Yep. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I think Kevin
Okay, he's
and
not
Yusuf
there.
is here.
Oh, he's here. Okay, fair enough. No worries. All right, perfect. Okay, so we're waiting on a few more people. Even the coaches can join in because I'd love to see your responses. Now, this is going to be a little bit different from the previous one because the one before was just selecting options. This is more interactive. You get to submit your responses. You get to type in ideas, do a lot more activities. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. All right, let's begin. So yeah, so this is the X Culture welcome event game. So it is your chance to sort of battle it out for glory, have fun, engage, but most importantly, understand how X Culture works. So with that, let us begin with a very fun, lighthearted question. Okay, so the question's coming up on your screens now. So first, we would like to get to know you. If you had to describe a day in your life in 3 words, what would they be? So one person said crazy, novel. Any other responses, guys? Busy, long, tiring, full of learning, study, music, and work. Okay. Warm up, work. Normal. Work hard, achieve. Crazy, fabulous, learning. Crazy, fun, planned, productive, busy, happy, tired, awesome, cool, new challenges, productivity, gratefulness, jam-packed, chill, and fun. So we have so many responses. Dr. B says productive, structured, fun.
Almost all are type A personalities, like all productive, all hardworking.
All of them are very, very interested in just experiencing stuff to the fullest. We have funny, loving, and fun. So I'm glad to see that you guys really are like the go-getters, the ones who put themselves out there. So
or storytellers, fiction tellers.
Exactly. So we would love for you to know about us too. And this is going to be done through a program known as the X Culture Vlogs. And these will be introduced over the course of the semester, wherein coaches such as me and other members of this panel will take part in creating vlogs about themselves. And we will show a little bit of an insight into our lives. But definitely we would love to know from you too, because we are going to give up chances to students to host these events as well. So with that, let's move ahead to the second question. So Kevin, take it away.
All right, for the second question, we want to know about your culture too. What is one famous or an iconic thing about your country, your culture and heritage? So what's unique about your place? What's a famous thing that people keep talking about?
Also,
Alright, so we have
feel free
answers
to
here.
mention your countries as well. So, like, we have Carnival, Samba. I'm pretty sure that's Brazil. Eating pilaf. Where is this from? Carnival again.
Pilaf.
I think Brazil. Hospitality. I think that's a very, very interesting response. So, where are you from? Soccer.
Yeah.
If you're saying soccer, I'm assuming you're from the Americas. I don't know where, north or south. Oldest religion in the world comes from India.
If it's soccer, it's probably not North America. So here they play football. So
No. Yeah, fair.
No,
fair.
the other.
The other way, boss. They
But
call
Brazil-
it soccer in the United States.
Right,
and
but
football
that's not the sort of what the United States is famous for. So
Ah,
that's
yeah,
Europe
you're
and
right.
Latin America.
All right. So some people said Neymar
I
Jr.
mean, women's soccer is.
Yeah,
What?
that's true. Very true. Actually, somebody got it right. Yeah, women. Yeah, that's true. America rocks.
Neymar Jr. from
hockey
Brazil
too.
again. Pyramids. I'm thinking you're from Egypt. Awesome food and beautiful places. I think that's like a hallmark of many places in the world. Adopting diversity. That's amazing. Jeepney
Dr. B from
Philippine Islands.
Good.
I don't know what those are.
You don't
No,
know
no,
what
no, no.
jeepneys are?
Josephine from
I have
Philippines
no
said
idea.
that
I have no
Dr.
idea.
B is
Dr.
the
B, please-
celebrity.
What is it, Dr. V?
Please
Yeah,
educate.
What?
Dr. B
Dr. B
is
is
the
a celebrity in the Philippines?
Why not?
Oh, wait, oh, that's
In some
No,
circles,
what
for
is
sure.
what does jeepneys mean?
Well, so jeepneys, if you know what a jeep is, do you know what a
Okay.
jeep is in India?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what
Yeah.
they do in the Philippines is they actually have the entrance coming through the back, and then they
Okay.
have benches on
Ah.
the left and right side of it.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
Yeah, I can
people
see that.
sit- Yeah, and then they make the most interesting, I'll have to find you a picture, but they
Okay.
make the most interesting designs on in these jeepneys. The more obnoxious and ostentatious, the more fun they are.
Okay, we have someone who said Bhangra, so that's a traditional North Indian dance. We have Laura who said food. So Newari culture and Lakhe dance. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that, but please do tell us in the chat what that is all about. Horses and carpets. That is interesting. So where are you from?
What country that was? Mongolia.
Um,
There was someone, maybe I know they are really good at, horses, a big part of the
Mhm,
culture.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That is very true. Bureaucracy. That is an interesting response.
Germany. Oh, come on, guys. You
Dracula.
haven't seen real bureaucracy.
Thomas, you're from Romania, aren't you? Water, Netherlands, Tolma, Taraz, and that's insane. That's
What
amazing.
country is that?
I'm bad at flags. I'm really bad
Yeah,
at
and
flags.
Carnival, I'm guessing that's Brazil.
Carnival.
Although it seems like a Ukrainian flag,
Carnaval.
or what is it? Carnival.
Hospitality. Indians are always open to people, and Oktoberfest, obviously, Germany.
Yeah.
All right, let's move ahead. Your responses are truly incredible, and we would love to hear more about your culture. And as Raphael explained, we organize something known as the virtual tours. So the virtual tours are basically presentations organized by coaches and students alike, representing aspects of their culture, their environment, the world around them, in order to showcase a part of their lives to the rest of us in this program. So you can showcase your school, your environment, your history, your heritage, the places you like to visit, anything, in order for us to look at like your world virtually. So it's going to be really fun, and we would love for you to host them. These are mainly student-led, and they are, trust me, amazing.
You can watch some of the older recordings. Some of the country
Yeah.
tours were like,
Head on to
wow.
our YouTube channel, guys. I'll link the
Yeah.
YouTube channel in a bit. Please do watch the videos over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ethiopia was
highly-
really good a few years ago.
Ethiopia, yeah, it's my
Yeah, that was a
favorite.
very
Oh
good
my
one.
God, Ethiopia, amazing.
You say you want to present this?
Sure. So speaking of X culture, speaking of culture, we cannot miss a conversation about food. We love food here. How would you describe your favorite dish in the weirdest way possible?
So, okay, Mayank says mixture of a lot of spices. I think I'm assuming by your name that you're Indian. So that's a very broad description of all of the dishes of our country. So what are your favorite dishes as well, guys? You can add that to the chat. So you say, what's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish has to be somewhere along the lines of curry because I've had it
Okay.
so many times, so often in
Mhm.
Japan, and I feel like it's hard to mess it up. It's really just a fusion of flavors in the sauce.
That's really interesting. Did you know a fun fact that Japanese curry technically came from Indian curry when like the Britishers went to Japan and they gave them like curry packets from India. And that's how like y'all adapted your curry in Japan. So that's a fun
Yeah.
fact for you. So we have tolma, koshari mixture of carbs, of spicy, pilaf in Uzbekistan. Okay, so you're from Uzbekistan. That's why you said pilaf. Okay. Really creamy chicken bread and sauce. Call it vatapa. That is very cool. My food is one of the world's best. Okay, that is a very, very audacious claim. What food is this that you're talking about? That's a very, very like confident claim. Has a lot
I
of
wish we
stock.
could add photos of the dishes.
Yeah,
That
that's
would
true.
help.
That's true. We should have like we should have like been able to, but like we can't, honestly. Full of fat, green plant soup. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're talking about spinach at least over there. Ravioli, a sandwich, but pasta. That is honestly the most interesting description of ravioli I've ever heard.
I love it.
Yes. I think Raphael will be like really happy seeing this being represented. Raphael, please do pronounce this for all of us.
Yes, I really like feijoada.
Yes, feijoada. What is that? Oh, all parts of a pig. Okay, that's interesting. Every Armenian food is yummy. Negresco, which is pasta and chicken cooked together. Oh, wow. So with that, let's move on to the next question. Oh, before that, we'll also have to talk to you about our cooking classes. So as we have all seen, all of you are so enthusiastic about food. It truly bonds all of us. We all love eating and experiencing the world through flavors. So it's your turn to sort of showcase your culture, your world to us through the means of food. Host cooking classes which are organized by X-Culture and students together, wherein you can showcase dishes from your culture, from your preferences, and teach us how to make them so that we can all come together and try out these fun recipes. We've had some incredible cooking classes over the past few semesters, and truly, you should be a part of them too. And with that, let's move ahead. Okay, so now it's time for you to get creative. Draw an object that represents you. I know it's a very broad, very difficult to sort of like imagine, but like you have 1 minute. Let's see your responses. Okay, so Mayank, let's look at your response. Okay, zoom view. Okay, money. That's an interesting response. Fair enough. Let us see Maria's response. You all okay. Oh wow, so books. That is a sun, I'm assuming, or a light bulb, a heart, amazing. Star. Oh wow, we have someone who goes to the gym. Hey, we have a fellow gym bro or gym sis.
Or carries water on his
Yes,
shoulders.
or carries water. Maybe. Arnav is also talking about money. Maju is talking about music. Oh wow, that's amazing. Vas. Oh wait, do you do pull-ups?
Yeah, I'm very good at the high bar.
Oh wow, that is okay. That's actually making me jealous. I need to like be better at pull-ups. I don't know what this M represents. Is that McDonald's, Monopoly? I'm not sure. Dr. B
Her
has
name is Medina.
Oh wow. Oh, Medina, that's why. Okay. Dr. B has an array of objects, including a heart. Lisa has a
Is
star.
it a
That's
dice
supposed to
like
be
playing?
a peace sign. A peace sign.
Oh,
I had
That's
to do it
peace. I
really
thought
quick.
it was like a gambling
I
die.
got-
Yeah,
thought it was a
I was
key.
trying to do it fast. Peace and love.
peace and love. Oh, yes. That's our motto here at X Culture. Lisa has a star. Yasmin has an apple and money. So I think food and money.
Invested in Apple, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Investing in Apple. That's actually a very cool way to think about it. Karthikeya has cars. IA has a heart. Emily has a rose. Susie has a sun, pen, a football, I guess. Okay,
Or
so making your
volleyball.
way up to a crown.
That
That's
looks like
very-
a volleyball.
Basil is on the way to become the king.
Yeah, that's actually a very cool like idea. We have
Yasmin
an
likes to
empty
sleep.
canvas with a dot, a star, someone who likes to sleep, a flower, fire, muscles. Mariam has medicine. Someone has a clock, a bulb, a bed, sleeping, and PE and FIFA. So FIFA is obviously very fun. Yes, so we all love FIFA. And your inner artist like shone very brightly. So if you want to sort of express your artist even more, we organize something that Raphael mentioned known as the art program, wherein we give prompts weekly and you are supposed to create various forms of artwork, be it visual or literary, based off of that prompt. So we have had some incredible works. I can showcase them to you guys on our Discord server. Some of them have been paintings, some of them have been poems. All of them have truly blown us away. So it's your turn this time around. We would love to see the inner artist come out. So take your time and let your artist shine. And let's move ahead to the next one. Kevin, it's your turn.
All right, the next question is up. Now, for some brain game, what is the 3-digit number that corresponds to the 3 elements taught in X culture?
So obviously, for those of you who can't see, we have 1 research, 2 communication, 3 time management, and 4 karate. We have like numbered options on your screen. So like you have to choose which one of these corresponds to like skills taught in karate. One of these answers is right, the others are wrong. So let's see if you can sort of think quickly and think on your feet.
Everyone in this Zoom, the panelists, can do karate, right? That's the
Although,
whole point
yeah,
of
you
that
did have
Zoom.
some of those workout classes online, I remember.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did,
Karate
we did,
there.
we did do that, but we didn't do karate. Okay, I just gave the answer away.
Kung Fu or
But
We did Pilates.
yeah, no, yes. So we had 5
Pilates,
people.
karate, same thing, right?
No, no, they're really not. They're really not.
Very different.
Yes, we have 5 people and like, okay, 6 people overall who do believe that we will be teaching them karate. Sorry to burst your bubble, it's not happening. But we will be teaching you communication, research, and time management. And these are only like 3 of the like dozens of skills that you will accumulate and learn about over the course of X culture. And to learn a little bit more about these X culture skills before going into the practical phase, we host something known as the Gymkhana. So we have an escape room organized for this semester, which is going to be a 3-week virtual adventure organized
You
for
can
you
do
to.
that?
Sorry?
You can do that virtually?
Yes, we're doing it virtually.
Wow.
It's going to be a 3-week virtual escape room organized to help you gain and develop the key skills necessary to taking on the practical phase in X culture and just improving your abilities in real life. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to be incredible. I'm going to get back to you guys with more information about it soon enough. And finally, you say it's your turn.
All right. For our next question. Finally, we would want to know what your personal goal in this semester is.
All right. So this is for 3 minutes. You can like, we'll sort of like encourage you guys to sort of type shorter responses because we don't have 3 minutes. Okay. So learning as much as I can, upskill, to meet new people, research and networking, to get better at time management, to gain new skills, being more extroverted, to improve your leadership skills. You want a good business skill after this, being more confident and having a great adventure, to make some connections that you'll value for your entire life. Networking, I want to acquire the hard skills in business management and soft skills in communication, becoming the best gym bro and intelligent with X culture. We're going to get there. We're going to get there together. To be able to study efficiently and networking, to have at least 6 hours of sleep a day. That is an interesting goal. And we are going to teach you time management. So maybe not teaching you how to sleep properly, but definitely teaching you how to manage your time effectively so that you have more time to sleep.
Good answer. Yeah, good twist, Aegis.
Yes. Learn as possible. Learning AI, machine learning AI. That is something that you and I can definitely talk about because we have a lot of people in programming. I'm into programming. Yusei is into programming. So we have a Discord server where we can indulge in these kinds of conversations. But that's not going to be one of the key focuses in X culture. However, we have a community for all kinds of people here. Grades, curve, competition. Gain new skills, meet new people, be the person that could be a junior businessman. You all are going to get there, honestly. Grow X culture professionals, learn about other cultures, improve all my skills, become a better version of myself, know more about business and other cultures, gaining more information about my future major, which is business. My personal goal is to start my self-actualization journey and build the needed skills to become a leader. Oh, wow. Become a better professional, learning about international business, finish the semester with the new connoissance, know more people from different countries and learn about business, networking, learning about culture and business, trying to get closer to the best version of myself and meet new people, play so much Valorant. Okay, interesting response there. we won't be advising you to play Valorant while writing your report. However, on our Discord server, we have a channel dedicated specifically to gaming, and we have a lot of Valorant players. So we would love to play Valorant one of these days. All right, so your responses are all amazing. And also, what's the World Cup? That's a great response. And so I want you guys to understand that all of these skills, all of these goals, all of these ideas that you want to inculcate, develop, all of them can be achieved through a holistic and an integrated approach that this program takes. So with that, we come to an end to this activity. So this is a final program that I would like to introduce to you. There's something called the Peace Project, which is a program geared towards helping you guys develop your mental well-being and overall holistic like education and learning. And this helps you optimize your goal achievement skills and your skill building abilities in order for you to sort of maximize your total output and reach your potential. So all of this is possible with X Culture. And with that, I'll pass it on back to Raphael.
Thank you very much, Tejas. Yosei,
One
Kevin.
thing, if I may, again, share observation. So Dr. B, I'm not sure if you had the same feeling. So these activities are so wonderfully led by Tejas and his team. So that reminded me yet again that the students in X Culture are not your average students. I mean, these are definitely not only type A personalities, not only high achievers, but the quality of answers I see and the types of aspirations. So yeah, yet again, it seems like we have way above average kinds of people.
Yeah.
And so it's a very good thing. So because we always think about them, these are just average, 15, 16-year-olds. But it looks like these are the kinds of people that will become the future presidents and company owners and politicians and whatever else. So yeah, I guess
So
very high standard for us too.
Let me share with you some observation. I'm sorry, Raphael, if I'm throwing your schedule off. Historically, the students who have surfaced to the top 10% of X Culture have been the best of the best. And when we mean the best among the best, Dr. Vaz has a collection of 85,000 names of students who have completed X Culture, 85,000. I think it's a little bit more than that now, right, Dr. Vaz? Yeah.
Yes, it's a little bit more. So we're approaching 90,000. And after this semester, I mean, at the end of this year, we may actually be close to 100 now.
Wow. Yeah, wow. So now a lot of you guys, so predominantly in the academy and professional track, you are here by self-selection. You are not here because the university required you to take a class so that you can get a grade for it. For those of you who are in this particular program right now, academy and professionals, you self-selected in. Now, the quality of people that self-select to participate in a program that is arduous, this is not easy, you guys. And when you get into your team, it's not going to get easier. It's going to be complex. It's going to be complicated. There are going to be challenges, not just the business challenge, but communications challenge, cultural intelligence challenges, personal conflict resolution challenges. And those are the things that make you better. And I saw somebody said, I want to become the best version of myself through this program or closer to the best version of myself. And I can tell you that you're not going to get there if you use the easy route. You have to climb a steep mountain to get to that level. And very few people self-select to do that. And this X Culture Academy and Professionals is the steep mountain. Yeah. Now, you guys are also going to have the opportunity to be chosen to be on ground on an X Culture experience, which we'll talk about towards the end. But I just want you to know, but by self-selecting to be in this program right now, you are already in the top 10%.
Yeah. Well, one thing that it sort of surprises me, or not surprises, one goal that I saw again and again was networking. And so somehow we always talk more about, new skills, new knowledge, new competencies, but just simply meeting one another. As I said, looking at the quality of the participants every semester, looking at, for example, the fact that when we have the final round of presentations, almost always in top 3, we have several of these teenager teams, even though they compete against the MBA students, against the business students at the university level. So it tells me that these are not your average students. These are the people who will become the sort of future leaders. So you might as well meet as many as possible of them, because who knows, maybe tomorrow they will be your business partners, or maybe they will give you a job, or maybe you will hire them, because it's definitely not, you know, the usual students.
Well,
The usual
and
just go to
actually-
school, right? So they don't
Yeah.
really do programs like this.
So,
yeah.
and let's, I mean, this is a great opportunity for us actually to introduce College Bound. So for those of you guys who will become ages 16 through 18, starting in the springtime, you can actually register to redo X Culture as a college student. And you can earn 3 credit hours at an American university doing academy or doing professionals. Again, it's a program called College Bound. It will be launched in the spring of this year. And for those of you guys who are doing academy right now, you have an advantage, because the second time you do it, you'll be much better. And the third time you do it, you'll be much better.
Dr. B, so 3 credit hours, it's a purely American thing. Even in Canada, they count it
Yes.
differently. So what Dr. B is saying is that her university, so Lynn University, it's a private university in Florida, offers you to take X-Culture as part of their program. And so what that gives you is that you do X-Culture and you complete a course, university level course for that university, or you can transfer it to just about any other, definitely any other American university. And so what that gives you is, when you admit it to a university, Canada probably will count that too. I know my kid is going to a university in Canada, and his American college courses count towards his degree. So this way you're kind of one step closer to your degree. So you will have to take one class fewer or less to get your
Exactly.
diploma. So sort of gives you a little bit, you know, time-saving sort of opportunity here. But
and
we'll
not
talk more
just
about
that.
that separately.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in the end, because I know Raphael is
Mhm.
having a cardiac arrest about his schedule. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Raphael.
Actually, now it's time to Dr. Vas to shine. It's the X-Culture orientation, and he will talk a little bit about the
Oh,
Okay,
let's
so
do it
let's-
together, Dr. B.
Yeah, let me finish that thought then, because I mean, this is important, right? I think it's an opportunity for all of you guys to really recognize, as you're thinking about your college education trajectory, now that you're in X-Culture Academy or X-Culture Professionals, consider this as, maybe the dry run or the pilot, because in the springtime, we will be offering X-Culture again through a university, and it might be more than one university. Mine is just one of them. We're looking for 4 other partner universities where you can register as a student, and then it will count towards a college class, right?
Yeah.
Now, not only is that going to look good for you entering that university, but potentially you have a letter of recommendation to be added to your college application saying that you've already completed one course at this university in a global virtual program called X-Culture. And you will become a certified global business professional in the meantime. So
Yeah.
those are things that you need to, just put in your back pocket, think about as you start to plan your entrance to the university. Yeah.
All right, so a few words about what happens next. So the orientation, the most important part perhaps. So you all have received your welcome letters and probably already have looked at the materials related to the project, but just briefly what happens in the next few days. So as you know from the page that you sort of saw originally, there are 2 phases or 3 phases rather to this program. So the first phase will be the theoretical training. And so it will be 4 weeks during which you will be working individually, and you will be completing different training modules that will prepare you for the practical phase. So in the first week, you will review everything related to the project itself. So things like where you find the deadlines, how the teams will be formed, how you ask questions, how the teams will be organized in terms of leadership and things like that. So nothing difficult, but we want to make sure that you know sort of what you're getting into and how it operates. Then there will be a test at the end of each week. And as long as you pass all 4 tests, you will advance to the practical phase. And so the practical phase will start on October the 4th, and you will be placed on an international team on that day. So there will be usually about 7 people per team, each one from a different country, and you will receive an email with the names and email addresses of your team members. So you will contact your team members first by email, and then once you establish the contact, you can then decide how you want to communicate with your team. Will you use Discord or WhatsApp or Slack or Trello or things like that? And by the way, in the theoretical training, so the first week will be about the project. The second week will be about teamwork in global virtual teams. It will be fully focused on the known challenges based on our research and the best practices to deal with them. So things like cultural differences, time zone differences, communication, leadership, conflict resolution. So things that we know may be challenging for people who work in global virtual teams, and then we will tell you what we know works best. Again, based on evidence, based on research, we tried different interventions, we tried different strategies. We have the data, so we know, and we share with you what we know works best. Then there will be one module. Yes.
Just a really quick insert here. When do they get their letter of acceptance with their teams? Because that's coming up in the questions all the time.
So there will be 2 letters, and Raphael, remind me or tell me the dates. So the general acceptance letter, I assume those went out when students apply, right? So
yes,
they should have received it. Then for the theoretical phase, again, Raphael, correct me if the logistics is the same this semester, but you will receive each week, so you will have access to all of the materials at once, but each week you will receive a letter with your week's test link. So you will have on Monday or Tuesday, you will have a link to your test that week, and you will have until the end of the week to complete the test. It's not timed. You can take as much time as you want, but you will complete the test during that week, and you will submit your answers. And then again, we will review the answers. Usually it would be Monday that we review your work. So Sunday is the deadline. Monday we review the work, and then on Monday or Tuesday, you will receive a new email with your test results from the previous week, and then your link to the new test this week. And so each week you will have some training materials to review, and then a test to complete. Yeah. So week 1, project itself, week 2, the sort of teamwork component, week 3, the technical skills. So there will be training on how to use, I mean, by now, I assume you all know how to use Zoom, but there will be also training on Slack, on Dropbox, Google Docs, Doodle. So all kinds of interesting tools that are free and that you can use as a team for online collaboration and communication. And then the last one will be international business. So we will provide a sort of a crash course in the basics of international business. I tried, for example, to condense my normal 1 semester long university level international business course in about an hour of sort of most important things. And there will be some other materials that you can review. And so importantly for the theory test, so we will be looking at your results, and we would like to see 80 or higher on each of the tests. But I will be honest, thing that interests me even more is whether or not you actually show up. So what often happens is that smart, creative, dedicated students sign up for the program, but as many smart and busy and sort of, achievement-oriented people, they are very busy and perhaps, are not keeping up with the school or trying to do some additional activities like music or whatever else. And so sometimes what happens that even some best people do not invest enough time in Xculture, or maybe some are just simply lazy and do not invest enough time week after week. And so for me, it's important to see that you not only can answer the questions, but that you actually do, because Xculture is a team-based project. And so for us, it's important that you participate day after day after day, because you are in a team. And if you do not participate actively enough and consistently enough, your team is not happy with you. And so because of you, I will have 6 other people who are not happy with the team, with the project. And so for us, participation, that, as I call it, the butt time, so that you sit down and actually do the work, is as important as you actually knowing the answers. And
Right.
so for me, our rules are that not only you have to be smart in terms of answering the questions, but you need to show up every week and do those tests on time. Because if you don't, it tells us, well, if he didn't or she didn't find the time for the test each week, maybe she or he will not find the time for the team. And if that's the case, well, sorry, we don't want those people in the program.
Right.
So we want
Well,
people who
and-
have the discipline and stamina to kind of to do it on a long-term basis.
So there are two questions that I think are relevant to this, right? One question is, what if I fail? And then the other question is, what's the incentive of me getting 100% every week? So let's start with the what if I fail?
Well, if you fail, usually, and I don't want to say that very, out loud, but usually we give you a second chance. So you'll receive an email that will say, sadly, this week you didn't get a perfect score or good enough score. So here is a new link, try again. So we understand that you may be busy at school. Maybe you had some sort of, an exam week, or maybe you had some, I don't know, got sick, or maybe there were some, I don't know, broke up with boyfriend, girlfriend, and, couldn't focus that week. So that's forgivable. So if you somehow one test is not very good, you'll be given a chance to retake. But obviously, if we see that you miss every test or every time, we would think, well, maybe he's not dedicated enough. Maybe English is not, not fluent enough in English. Maybe cannot comprehend and process information. So a little problem here and there will give you the second chance. A lot of problems, obviously, that's a problem. In terms of what was the other question?
So another student wanted to know, what's the incentive of her getting 100% every week?
That's a good question. So I probably will not share, but we do have the results for each semester, week by week. Raphael usually manages that. And I would say that about, Raphael, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have probably about 30% of students who take the test get perfect scores every time. Like we have some really, really strong students.
Right.
I'm not sure there is any sort of, incentive to that other than in your final post-project recommendation letter, we provide a detailed review of your performance. So at the end, you will receive an X-Culture certificate. Let me see if I have an example here. I don't have one handy, but you will get a certificate, but you also will get a recommendation letter. And those are very good when you're applying to scholarships or jobs or internships.
And not only that, it is also measured using, when we get the Qualtrics, for you to be invited to Global Business Week.
That's true too. So the X-Culture Symposium,
an on-ground version of X-Culture, and only the top 10% of the completers actually get invited to that program. But
so
remember, if we have 15,000 students in a year, we're going to invite 1,500 people to apply for 200 seats. So you want to be among the top.
That's a good point.
You want to be invited.
Yeah, we did one in Canada before COVID, in Italy, in the United States, in Miami. The next one will be in a couple of months in Panama City, in Florida, again in the United States. And then the next one will be in Europe. We are now in talks with Prague in the Czech Republic, with Innsbruck in Austria, with Lublin in Poland, Athens in Greece, and Pristina in Kosovo. So trying to decide which one we're going to go with. So
we have 5 universities who have applied to be a host. And then the other thing too is somebody asked about, well, why can't you give us the link right now on the chat? So I want you to talk a little bit.
No, the links are personalized. So each student gets a new, a personal link. And when you click on that link, we automatically know your name. So basically all that information is automatically filled out so that we know who you are. I'll be honest, why the reason we do it, because in the past, the first couple of times we would use a generic link and ask you to type your name. And guys, you type your names inconsistently. Sometimes it's John Smith, sometimes it's Smith John, sometimes it's Johnny Smith, sometimes it's Jay Smith. And for us, it's just impossible, with thousands of people in the project, it's impossible to match those names correctly. So we send you each a separate link so that your performance is automatically linked to our database. But in any case, in the recommendation letter, we will comment on all kinds of things related to your performance, including your percentile. So how you can, you performed compared to the rest of the group on peer evaluations, on quality of your work, on timeliness, including these tests. So you don't need to get perfect scores. As long as it's 80 or more, we are happy. But if you do better, it will be noted in your recommendation letter. So I guess that's the incentive for you. Then and again, we use emails most of the time, so we don't really have or don't really create a platform where you need to log in. So we allow you to communicate any way you want with your team, Dropbox, Google Docs, Discord, WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever your team decides to use, Zoom, obviously Skype. So, and for that reason, every week you will get an email. And so theoretical phase, it will be a link to your test. And then practical phase, when you are in teams, you will have that link to what we call a weekly progress report. So we will ask you to tell us how things are going in your team. Is everything clear? Are all your team members participating? There will be peer evaluations. There will be a few questions related to, any conflicts. So we want to know if you may need help, if there are maybe problems in your team, so things like that. And there are some questions that we sometimes ask related to research. Again, we, Dr. B, I, all the other hundreds of professors, we are scientists. And so we want to know both for the administrative reasons, but also for science. We want to know why some teams do better than others, why some people are more effective team members than others, why some people are more likely to be team leaders, why some teams have conflicts. Is it personality? Is it culture? Is it the way you structure your communication? Is it the type of leadership structure you have in your team? So we always try to study and understand so that we can give you better directions in the next round. And so those will be, again, every Monday or Tuesday, we will review the data. Like Tuesday or maybe Wednesday, we will send you the link, and you will click on that sometime for the rest of the week and complete it by the end of the week. And then the cycle repeats itself. And so this time, during the practical phase, you will be 8 weeks, you will be working with your team. You will communicate, you will solve problems. Let me share it here. So if you see my screen, so this week, these are the challenges from the last semester. So there were, I think, 16 clients or something like that, or 9 clients. I think there were about 16, but here are just some of the examples. So we tried to limit the number of clients to about 5 or 6, but I already accepted, I believe, 8. So unfortunately, I cannot stop when interesting companies come our way. But here are some of the examples of the client companies we had last semester, and some of them will be returning this semester. So we had a company from the United States that makes sort of industrial equipment, including, for example, one of the drill bits they made is on the Mars rover on Mars. And so, drilling the rocks and looking for life. Then we had a company from Norway that it's a platform for meeting people on campus in colleges. We had a company called Jackpack from Colombia that makes backpacks. We had a company called Salad Ventures from Singapore. It's all about video gaming and crypto mining. So it's like video gaming, but they hire hundreds, if not thousands, of video gamers who win, almost like esports essentially, but also making money in the process. Nova Brinket was a Brazilian company that makes toys. They participate again this semester. So they make toys, children's toys. Wheelstair, it's a company that makes attachments to wheelchairs that allow them to go up and down stairs. And then X-Culture Academy was also one of the clients. So some of these companies will be on the list. We have a few new companies this semester. The challenges will be released once you're placed in teams. And then finally, the last phase will be 4 weeks. We call it reflection. So once you're done with the project, once your team submits your work, there will be a few weeks when we will share experiences, when you will write your reflection papers, telling us, but also for yourself, kind of structuring your experience, your thoughts, what you learned, presentations. So basically everything that needs to happen so that the knowledge and experiences you received sort of crystallize in your head and you are ready to do it in the future when the time comes for you to work in a global virtual team again. And during this time also, you will receive your recommendation letters, your certificates, your performance reviews, but also the invitations to the future symposia, to the coaching program and things like that. So all of this will be happening in December and the project will be over by the end of the year. Dr. B, what did I miss here? So I'm sure there are more things.
I think that our students are in information overload right now. So I think that's enough for what you need to get started. I also want you to reach out to your coaches, because you will have already been assigned coaches at this point, And if you have questions, reach out to your coaches. There is one question about the stipend. Raphael, can you just answer the stipend very quickly?
Just one small correction. We don't have coaches assigned to student yet, but you guys can
Ah.
send an email to Academy or ask them on Discord or Telegram, okay? There will be a lot of coaches to help you out there. And
Okay.
regarding the stipends, what are the question? Where is the question? Sorry.
Well, there are a couple of students who want to know about the scholarship, which what we call stipend, right?
Okay.
There is a
So-
requirement too.
So if you apply for the scholarship, I will ask you guys to send the documents by mid-end of the theoretical phase, okay? So make sure to have all the documents read whenever I ask for them. You need to have your transcript card and 2 recommendation letter, one from your teacher and other from your director or counselor or something like that, okay?
Yeah, the stipends are merit-based and need-based. So usually reserved primarily for students from developing countries, but you also have to show really good performance to maintain the stipend.
Right, right.
And
So, and, for if you are in the professionals group, so I believe we have 18 students in the professionals group. We are staying a few minutes after to meet with you independently from the rest of the students. So again, if you are in the professionals group, which means that you are not a high school or a middle school student, please stay because you have been populated into the professionals group, and all of the professionals team would like to have a meeting with you.
Yeah, so basically, if you are an adult 18 or older, not a kid, you are in a separate track with other people of your age. We have a few people who are in their 20s, 30s, or even 40s. So we have some additional stuff for you, obviously.
so that's it, guys, for the Academy side. If you guys have any questions, we will have a Q&A session next week, okay? So I will be there to answer all the questions you may have. Also, if you want, you can send an email and I'll be there for you as well, okay? So that is for the Academy side. So see you guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.